It's been over 10 years since Borussia Dortmund last won the Bundesliga, but the title drought might finally be over. The black and yellow are currently 1 point above Bayern Munich at the top of the table, as Edin Terzic's men have won 9 of their last 10 league games since returning from the World Cup. But why are they suddenly so good? Today we're breaking down the key players in Dortmund's title challenge in the build-up to the biggest game of the entire season, their April 1st their Klassiker against eternal rivals Bayern Munich. With the title up for grabs, we're all wondering, can Borussia Dortmund finally win the Bundesliga? Welcome back, guys. You're watching the Sideline Starters, and my name is Andy, first team all sideline. And you, yes you, could have my unconditional love and affection if you smash that like button and help the channel grow. And now that you've done that, let's get started. If you've been watching Borussia Dortmund for the last decade, you'll know that they produce some of the most exciting attacking prospects in the world. The offense is never the problem, it's the defense. Last season, despite finishing second place overall, Dortmund conceded 52 goals in the Bundesliga, tied for 10th most in a league of 18 teams. And the only reason they got away with it was because they scored 85 goals on the flip side, the second highest in the league thanks to Erling Haaland's final season in Germany. But they also lost Manuel Akanji to Man City as well, arguably their best center half, leaving Dortmund with no choice but to bring in reinforcements. And so they did. 6'5" giant Niklas Süle was signed on a free transfer from Bayern Munich in the summer, an incredible move as far as value was concerned, as the 26-year-old German already had 5 Bundesliga titles under his belt upon arrival. But the real statement was the acquisition of the most promising defender in the entire country, 22-year-old Nico Schlotterbeck. Nico was the standout player of Freiburg's 2021-22 season, helping them secure a 6th place finish after finishing 10th the year prior. And he's been crucial for Dortmund since arriving, playing the most minutes of anyone on the entire team, appearing in 97% of the season's possible league minutes. He's revered for his incredible pace and size, but truly excels when he's in possession, ranking in the 99th percentile for switches amongst center backs per 90, 97th for carries into the final third, and 96th for progressive passes. And you can't talk about defenders in possession without mentioning Dortmund's left back, Rafael Guerreiro. The Man City transfer target has the skill of a winger, the shooting of a striker, and the passing range of a midfielder. He's currently second in the Bundesliga in assists with 9, which is insane for a defender. Dortmund's defense have only conceded 31 league goals all year, making them the 4th best back line in the Bundesliga, a substantial improvement over last season. And the last player I want to give a shout out to that's helped make this possible is their goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel. He's kept a clean sheet in 45% of the games he's started, which is the highest in the league, and boasts a 76.8 save percentage, which is 4th highest in the league. Dortmund's defense is truly making all the difference this year, as Haaland's goals from last season haven't been adequately replaced, which makes Dortmund's midfield as important as ever. Luckily for Dortmund, they have the best young midfielder of this entire generation pulling the strings from the middle of the park. Jude Bellingham, the 19-year-old boy from Birmingham, checks all the boxes for a complete midfielder. Firstly, he's brilliant on the ball, ranking in the 99th percentile for successful take-ons amongst midfielders per 90, 97th for carries into the penalty area, and 89th for progressive carries. He chips in offensively too, racking up 4 goals and 4 assists in 24 Bundesliga appearances, and 4 goals and 1 assist in 7 Champions League appearances. And on top of all that, the kid's a defensive unit, ranking in the 95th percentile for both tackles in the attacking third and total blocks, and 84th for interceptions. And in the absence of Marco Reus and Mats Hummels, he was awarded club captaincy at just 19, making Jude the youngest captain in the history of the German top flight. Bellingham fittingly wears the number 22, as he's able to play the roles of a number 10, number 8, and number 4 all at the same time, and is arguably the most important player in the entire starting 11. But his midfield partners, Salih Özcan and Emre Can, mustn't be ignored as they play crucial roles in maintaining team balance. Özcan was signed from Köln for his high defensive work rate and ability to intercept passes in the middle of the park, while Emre Can has finally found the best form of his career, serving as Dortmund's destroyer in midfield, while also dropping back into defense. Dortmund's midfield prioritizes defensive solidity to compensate for their lack of goals this year, but have also been pleasantly surprised by a special player up top lately. With Erling Haaland now gone, Sebastian Haller being diagnosed with cancer, and Marco Reus's several ankle injuries all year, Julian Brandt has stepped up to carry Dortmund's offensive responsibilities. He's the team's top scorer with 8 goals in the Bundesliga, while also registering 4 assists in the process, which should tell you a lot about Dortmund's offensive efficiency this season. Simply put, they're overperforming. Brandt's 8 goals have come from an expected goal total of 3.6, meaning he's overperforming his expected goal output by 122%. Brandt's low goal tally but Dortmund's high point total suggests a couple of things. It suggests that Dortmund are getting their goals from all over the pitch, which is true, but it also suggests that their goals aren't being wasted in draws or losses. In fact, they've only drawn twice all year compared to Bayern Munich 7, and while Bayern have only lost 3 compared to Dortmund 6, the black and yellow make up for it in their wins with 17. And Brandt's goals and performances have been instrumental in those wins since returning from Qatar, as evidenced by his back-to-back Bundesliga Player of the Month awards for January and February. But just as he got going, he suffered a muscle fiber tear in his thigh against Chelsea a few weeks ago. But with Haller, Reus, and an informed Gio Reyna all fit again, manager Edin Terzic has options to choose from. Now that we know almost all the team, we can see how Dortmund's former technical director sets them up. Dortmund's most defensive shape has been the 4-1-4-1, implementing 2 blocks of 4 that are proven difficult to break down, as Schlotterbeck, Sule, and Guerrero start, as well as Marius Wolf, a 6'2 fullback with dominating physical traits who loves to go forward. Emre Can's incredible defensive traits allow him to sit directly in front of the back four's protection, while the second block can consist of Marco Reus on the left, Özcan and Bellingham in the middle, and Julian Brandt on the right. Strikers Haller and Modeste offer a more physical approach against opposition center backs, while new signing Adeyemi and youngster Youssoufa Moukoko can press opponents with their pace instead. The team also defends in a 4-2-3-1 and are more than comfortable adjusting their shape in the event of injuries or rotation. In possession, Dortmund are even more adaptable as they build up in a 3-2-5, with the positioning of Emre Can being most notable. He's able to drop into defense as a third center back where he's given the freedom to distribute the ball. He'll find Özcan and Bellingham in front of him as usual, who look to get Guerrero and Wolf involved, who are given license to bomb forward. Reus and Brandt tuck in and play like number 10s, looking to feed whichever Dortmund striker is fit and available. And lastly, I should mention the addition of fullback Julian Ryerson from Union Berlin in January, a signing that's given Guerrero the liberty to be deployed in midfield. Mats Hummels is still a staple of the team and is crucial for rotation. Gio Reyna has essentially won Dortmund 3 games coming off the bench, and wonder boy Youssoufa Moukoko has 6 goals this year as well, but is struggling with injuries lately. Jamie Bino Gittens looks like their next English superstar, while Daniel Malen is still trying to adjust to the Bundesliga. And feel free to let me know in the comment section below if I missed anyone. But those are the key players and the system that Edin Terzic has relied on all season and will call upon again to face the reigning champions. Dortmund are actually winless in their last 8 Klassikers and will be desperate to claim their first win since 2018, a win that could also put them 4 points clear at the top of the table and set them on course for their first title in over 10 years. A title that could finally end Bayern's dominance and perhaps be the start of a new beginning for the black and yellow. And that's all I got for today, everyone, but don't leave this video without hitting that like button, and if you want to see more video essays like these, subscribe to the channel. But for more Bundesliga content, you can click right here. Thanks for watching. Till next time, everyone.